fourth graders. Today in science, we are going to continue our topic on the energy of motion. So all week we've been talking about the different types of energy. So today we are going to start thinking about how we can investigate energy. So our question that we are investigating is, how does starting an object from two different positions on a ramp affect the amount of energy that the object has? So that's what we are investigating. So the first thing you are going to do is make a prediction. Write what you think will happen and why you think that. So I've given you some sentence starters. I think blank. So what do you think will happen? Next, tell me, I think this because, and then tell me why you think that. Okay, so for this investigation, we are going to use three different things. We are going to use some sort of ramp, some sort of moving object, and a unit of measure. Now, you might be thinking, Mrs. Robinson, I don't have a ramp. Well, I would like to argue with you. You can use anything that you have around the place that you're at as a ramp. Maybe you want to use your notebook. Maybe you have a piece of wood. Anything that you could use to prop up as a ramp. I'm going to use my clipboard. Okay, a ramp. Now, maybe I want to put something underneath it. Okay, maybe I'm going to set this against my couch or set this against the wall so that it's propped up like a ramp. Boom, there's my ramp, a clipboard. Next, you need to think about your moving object. You need to find an object that you could roll down this ramp. Now, you might be thinking, well, I have a tennis ball or a golf ball or a bouncy ball, okay? But what if I don't have a ball at all? What else could I use? Maybe I could use a race car or a little Hot Wheels car. Or maybe I have an apple or an orange sitting in my refrigerator. Okay, maybe I'm going to use an orange. That's going to be my moving object. Next, what is my unit of measure going to be? How am I going to measure how far the object rolls? Well, maybe you're thinking that the most obvious choice is going to be, my ruler. Okay, now, what if you don't have a ruler? Well, maybe you have a tape measure. What if you don't have a tape measure? What do you use then? Well, anything that you could use consistently to tell me how far something goes. Something that you all have are hands. Okay, you can use your hands as a unit of measure. Maybe you want to use your feet. Maybe you want to use a pencil. With your class today, you are going to brainstorm some ideas of things that you could use as a ramp, you could use as a moving object, and items that you could use as your unit of measure. Once you have come up with some ideas, then it's time for you to go find your items. You will go around and you will decide what you are going to use as your ramp, your moving object, and your unit of measure. Have fun!